There is this thing about some of the old movies, right? That they don't actually get old. At least, not old enough to be forgotten with time. They linger in our hearts. The story, the characters, the scenes, the settings, all of it is there. Just there. Like a souvenir inside a box, which we open once in a while and we appreciate it for its artistic and emotional value. Now, these are the keywords: artistic and emotional, art and emotions. There are movies known for great art and symbolisms, and then there are other lot of movies where emotions take the front row. Where watching a 5-minute scene almost feels like watching a full length movie, given its emotional depth. Today's video is about one such movie. Hi, folks, cinema lovers. Welcome to another video of All I Love is Cinema, where we discuss good cinema, great cinema. The story of an emotional ride into a man's heart. The story of two seasons apart, one of love and loss, and the other of guilt and redemption. Today's movie is Gulzar's Mausam. Mausam, released in the year 1975, written and directed by Gulzar, starring Sanjeev Kumar and Sharmila Tagore in the lead roles, along with Om Shiv Puri and Deena Pathak as supporting cast. The year is 1975, and the box office is being stormed by the angry young man with two raging action hits, Diwar and Sholay. At this point of time, Gulzar enters with his bag of two soulful stories. Andhi, which got released in the earlier half of that year, was more of a political drama, with equal proportions of romance sprinkled into it, while Mausam can be termed as a gospel of love. Both these movies saw women being incorporated into two distinct narratives, and love being subjected for two different kinds of treatment. One saw love being abandoned for career aspirations only to be reclaimed later, while others saw love getting entangled in a play of fate to be lost for eternity. Gulzar's Mausam is the story of a wealthy middle aged doctor's heart wrenching journey on the road of guilt unto finding redemption, and a prostitute's unsought induction into the long forgotten code of civility that leads to her subsequent reformation in the end. Loosely based on A.J. Cronin's 1961 novel The Judas Tree, reimagined in the Indian context, of foggy Darjeeling mornings looked over by the hills and silent leisure walks in the woods, Mausam is a haunting symphony of love that needs to be revered by generations. Dr. Amarnath Gill, a middle aged surgeon, travels from Kolkata to Darjeeling to escape his daily work monotony. He stops his car in front of an old Parsi bungalow where the arrangements have been made for his stay. Accompanied by a few of his business partners, he enters the bungalow. He goes into the living room and he finds an old radio in a corner. In a casual gesture, he switches the radio on. There comes an announcement about the medicines, which Amarnath identifies as the one which he used to prescribe for his own patients. He listens to this and he says, मेरे किए हुए कर्म यहाँ भी मेरा पीछा नहीं छोड़ती. Now this statement serves as an intro into the whole narrative that follows. Gulzar makes his protagonist say this without even making him aware about the inner struggles that he is going to face in the coming days. The next morning, Amarnath is sitting at a tea shop by the side of the road. There are two other men sitting with him. He is munching a biscuit and he enters into a casual conversation with one of them. During this conversation, Amarnath learns about Harihar Thapa, who used to be the local healer, and his daughter Chanda. At the mention of Chanda's name, Amarnath enters into a state of reverie, with a melancholic tune playing in the background. Now, this scene also happens to be the first instance which shows the emotional intensity of the main plot. On another day, Amarnath is taking a stroll through the marketplace where he sees a man selling a walking stick. He buys one for himself. Now, this walking stick plays a vital role in the whole movie. It's a metaphor. It's a device that links Amarnath's present with his past. He subsequently reaches the same place where he had met Chanda 25 years ago when he was a young medical student, where he had sprained his leg and she had given him similar kind of walking stick. Gulzar in a way reasserts the indispensable role of the walking stick in the whole narrative that becomes instrumental in uniting Amarnath and Chanda for the first time. Now this reassertion is shown through the song Chadi Re Chadi Kaisi Gale Mein Padi. The story unfolds in a humbling tale of love and bonding between a young Amarnath and Chanda, a chance meeting between two young people that gave way for acquaintance and subsequent development of feelings for each other. After a brief sojourn in Darjeeling, Amarnath leaves for Kolkata to appear for his examinations. Now, this very scene where Amarnath bids farewell to Chanda on the railway platform plays a very key role in the movie, which I am going to tell later. Amarnath sets on an inquiry about Chanda. His search ends in Neeli Ghati, where he learns that Chanda had died 8 months ago, having lived a life in insanity. She also had left a daughter behind named Kajli. A heartbroken Amarnath goes back to the days when he had bid farewell to Chanda on the railway platform for the one last time. Now, this scene on the railway platform where he is bidding farewell to Chanda for one last time is a key scene that acts as a catalyst in intensifying his inner feeling of guilt that also happens to be the main theme of the movie. And he says, Wapas aana chahiye tha. The story takes a turn from this very point. One day, Amarnath is standing at a medical shop while he hears a noise in the adjacent building, followed by shouting of cuss words. He looks up and finds a woman shouting and is shocked to see that her face looks exactly like Chanda. Amarnath learns that he is standing at the foot of the brothel, and the woman whom he saw shouting was none other than Kajli, a prostitute. Amarnath enters the brothel. He meets Kajli. He brings her home. How Kajli embraces her newfound life until she reclaims her lost identity back, that also serves as the redemption for Amarnath, forms the rest of the story. Mausam is known for its sublime poetic charm and those occasional silent pauses which happens to be Gulzar's trademark. A movie devoid of monologues where silence speaks louder, creating great emotional impact in the scenes, backed by haunting melancholic background scores that helps to contribute to the overall mood of the film. With great compositions by musical maestro Madan Mohan for songs like Dil Dhoondta Hai Fir Wahi and Ruke Ruke Se Kadam helps to elevate the film to its poetic best. That's all for today, folks. I'll take your leave until we meet next video with another classic. Stay tuned. Thank you.